First of all, good luck to the 2025 football team. Thanks for that. Go get this year. Dad, Mom, members of our family, distinguished guests, and Woodward Wilson fans. What an honor for me to get to say a few words tonight on this special occasion. First, our family would like to thank all those that were involved in the decision to make this Thank you. Dad, both as an athlete,
Opening night of Friday Night Lights, and it doesn't get any better than this. A big crowd here in Beckly. It's the start of the season for many of the teams around the state. You saw and heard last night when we had our buddy Maris Lowry over at Coal City, West Virginia, for the Independence game. Boy, that was a dandy, as the Independence Patriots won that game in the last few minutes over Herbert Hoover. Well, tonight, it's the Presidents playing football. Woodrow Wilson, the home team here in Beckly, and they're taking on the team from the Eastern Panhandle, the Washington Patriots. Now, we want to get everybody on the straight and narrow here. It's not the George Washington Patriots, it's the Washington Patriots. George Washington is in Charleston. Washington is in Charlestown. So now that we're all totally confused, we'll let you know that it's going to be a good game tonight. At least we feel that way. I'm Bill O'Brien, and glad to have working with me in football this year is a football coach for the last 40 years. This is the first year that he has not had the whistle around his neck, as he is newly retired. Here's Coach Mark Montgomery. Coach, what's it like? Here you are in the press box instead of down on the field.
Well, it's a lot different, and it's Football Friday though, and I'm glad to still be part of it. A lot less stressful up here, I'll tell you what. And I think I'll be a better coach tonight than I probably ever was in those 40 years.
Well, I know it'll work out really, really well. This is my 50th year in broadcasting. And, of course, I did all of the games for Pete Culicerto in his 24 years as the head coach here. And, in fact, he was the head man at Beckly's last state football title. That was 1977. During the course of tonight's broadcast, we'll talk about that. We'll talk, of course, about so much other storylines. But first, we got to pay the bills. So let's take our first commercial break in our pregame show on Video Productions.
He's a Greenbrier buyer. She's a Greenbrier buyer. They're Greenbrier buyers. And we want to make you a Greenbrier buyer too. At Greenbrier Automotive, we'll do whatever we can to make your car buying experience the best it can be. From providing outstanding service to offering a huge selection to choose from, all with the best deals possible. Visit one of our 7 area dealerships soon, or shop over 800 vehicles on greenbrierautomotive.com.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy trails, fuel up the way West Virginians do at Little General Stores. We're proud to be part of your ride. Rooted in West Virginia and built for the back roads. Little General Stores. Fuel your adventure the West Virginia way.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
I never thought this would happen.
When disaster takes control of your life,
We got you.
get it back with a single call to the team that shows up fast to make things right. ServPro, like it never even happened.
There's a place where innovation becomes transformation, where you'll find that education is not just about learning, but about being excited to learn. A place to feel at home. Pursue dreams and prepare for careers. Build lifelong friendships. And a place where you'll be encouraged and mentored along your journey. Discover your future. Get ready to soar. The University of Charleston.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi,
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
And welcome back to the Greenbrier Ford pregame show, coming to you from Pete Colasurto Field on the campus of Woodrow Wilson High School in Beckly. One of our sponsors includes Scotty Brown, your local State Farm agent in Shady Spring. Remember, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You can phone Scotty Brown in Shady at 681-238-6130. Well, you can see down on the field that the Flying Eagle Marching Band has appeared. And I talked to the band director, and they have 72 kids on the field this year, which is almost double what they had last year. And boy, oh boy, I've seen them practice. They are just as sharp as they can be. You know, Coach, when you look at opening night in high school football, and especially here in Beckly, you can't beat it. I mean, you've got the stadium, you've got the big crowd, you've got the AstroTurf, the artificial surface. You've got the brand new track that was just installed, the maroon track, and the colors are accentuated by the setting sun across the way. It's just a great night for football.
It's Friday night lights. It's Football Friday. Great weather. As a coach, you couldn't ask for any better weather. It's cool. It's dry. Fatigue should not be an issue, and a lot of times it is. This early play date here in August, and a great high school band just sets the tone for the game as well.
We'd like to tell you about what's going on. Not only is it P. Colasurto Field Dedication Night, but also Hall of Fame Night, and we congratulate the honoree tonight, Ian Pomeroy, who was an outstanding lineman and went on to play at Glenville State University. So we congratulate Ian Pomeroy for the latest entry into the Woodrow Wilson Football Hall of Fame. I'm proud to be a member of that, not as a player, just because I did the games in Beckly for 43 years and got to see so many great players and coaches and opponents, and it's good to be back up here and doing it again. But before we talk about Beckly, let's talk about the visitors from the Eastern Panhandle. Coach, tell us about Washington High School.
Washington's coached by Mr. Terry Ray, and talking to Coach, he had two good scrimmages. He said they started out with John Hanley in Virginia, which, if you know anything about Hanley and Virginia football, they're one of the better schools. And in their second scrimmage, he thought they performed a lot better. And so, that's kind of all the ways you look at it. You want to see good improvement. They're without one of their key players tonight. Brantley Smith will not be playing on the defensive line. And so he did point that out. They're led by senior quarterback, who is an athlete, Kyle Athey. So we're anxious to see him play. Some other players he mentioned was Alan Casey, a running back, and his inside linebacker. Cameron, I'm gonna mess this up. Cameron Togans, a wide receiver and a safety. Caden Jones, a nose guard, and he mentioned three guys up front, and they're nice size. Caden Jones, he's be playing left tackle, 6'2", 55. Matthew Gordillo, another 6'1", 255, and rounded out with Gunnar Waxler, and he is 6'6", 280. Wow. So you'll multiple on the offense, a lot of spread, a lot of one back. And defensively, he said they'll mix it up, both even and odd front. And I'm sure they'll adjust to the things that he's seen what Beckly can do.
Coach, I had a chance to talk to him before I came up here to the booth the second time tonight. And he's the kind of guy who is always going to be positive. Most of you coaches are that way. But honestly, he's lost a lot of players due to the transfer portal in high school. And up there in the Eastern Panhandle, there are 6 4A schools. To give you an idea, here in southern West Virginia, south of Charleston, there are only 2 4A schools in the entire southern part of West Virginia. So they've got the population going like gangbusters up there. The school is only 15 years old, Washington High School, and last year they had a winning record at 6-5, but Beckly beat them in their opening contest in overtime, 17-10. We'll be back with more in our pregame after we take a break on Video Productions.
Health began as a small clinic with a simple yet powerful purpose: to care for our neighbors right here at home. From the very beginning, it was about people showing up for each other, building trust, and staying connected. Today, Access Health is serving thousands across southern West Virginia. But what makes us different isn't just the care we provide, it's who provides it. Our team was born here, trained here, and lives here. This is what community looks like. This is Access Health, by the community, for the community, always.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckly and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
We asked the real experts what they think of our Chevys and GMCs, and they didn't hold back.
Come here. Come on. I like the noise of it.
They've tested the seats, the screens, and the tires as well. Now it's your turn. Northside Chevy GMC, approved by kids, loved by everyone. Chevrolet, together let's drive. GMC, we are professional grade.
Northside Levy, where they are right.
When you're in need of a plumber, you want someone that's going to treat you like family. Modley's Plumbing and Heating, a family-owned business since 1987, wants you to know our customers and employees are as important as family. Built by family to families, quality work is our hallmark at Modley's Plumbing and Heating. So the next time you're in need of a plumber, give Modley's Plumbing and Heating a call at 304-253-HELP. Help to Modley's means handling every little problem.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Pete Culacerto Stadium. As we continue our Greenbrier Ford pregame show, I'm Bill O'Brien, and Coach Mark Montgomery is here with me. If you're in the market to buy or sell your home, contact Exit Elevation Realty. Luke Richmond is the broker, Steve Morgan, associate broker, and the website is exitelevationwv.com. That's EXIT, exitelevationwv.com. Boy, it's great to look at that Flying Eagle band under the direction of Dr. Fred Rickman. Boy, has he done a great job with that group. Well, let's talk about the Beckly football team right now. Last year, all 20 teams, or all 16 big school teams made the playoffs. Back in the day, and we were talking to Pete Culacerto about this, back in the day used to be the top 2 teams made the playoffs. Now virtually everybody makes it. Last year there were 16 4A schools, and all of them made it. This year there are 20 4A schools, and the top 16 will make it. And Beckly feels they've got a very good chance to do that under head coach Street Surratt in his 10th season. Well, Beckly had 2 scrimmages here on this field. I had a chance to watch Cabell Midland, and the Flying Eagles beat them 27-14. And then on the road, Beckly lost at Winfield 14-12. Young team. Only 10 seniors out of 55 on the team. 3 will start on offense. Strengths? Well, the quarterback, Gage Price, who wears number 2 on his maroon outfit, will be leading the team. He passed her almost 600 yards last season, and almost 50% of his passes were completions. A.J. Thomas, a running back. Preston Clary. Not only Thomas and Clary are good on offense, but they're All-Staters, at least Thomas was a first-team All-Stater last year on defense. And the other name that you're going to want to look for. Number 71 on the line, Jamarcus Mans. Talk about a real quality player. He is somebody that you cannot miss. 6'4", 280 pounds, and a senior. Well, Coach, it's one of those times when if you're in the locker room, tell us what you're telling the kids right now.
Well, usually you can look back at all games, and especially games early on. There'll usually be 4 plays you can look back on during the game for both teams that'll make the difference, whether you win or lose. You're hoping everybody takes care of the football. Turnovers are your biggest concern. Special team play, and also penalties. And if you can stay away from those things, especially here in the early season, you can be really successful. But as an old offensive line coach, it all counts what's up front, and especially offensively. The team that will win tonight will make the less mistakes and be the most dominant in the offensive line.
Coach, you've led me into my next part, and that was taking a look at the offensive line for each team. For Beckly, the center is Dylan Via, who is a sophomore. He is 271 pounds. The guards are Andrew Sweeney. He's 260 pounds. Both of them are sophomores. The other guard is Cade Calger. He's a junior, 6-footer, 245 pounds. And then the tackles, you've got Ben Fitzwater, 250-pound sophomore. And then we told you about Jamarcus Mans at 280 pounds. So plenty of beef. Taking a look at the other team, well, let's take a look at Washington. And they've got some folks up front who can move people around. They've got Caden Jones, who's 255. Colton Schillingberger, he is 190 pounds. The center is John Mitchell, 175. Matt Gordillo is 255. And then Gunnar Waxler at 280 pounds. So Beckly will have the advantage on the line, but the Patriots still have some beef up there. Well, Coach, we'll take one more break, then we'll give you the opening offensive lineups after we take a pause from Van Meter Stadium, Pete Colacerto Field on Video Productions.
A Greenbrier buyer. She's a Greenbrier buyer. They're Greenbrier buyers. And we want to make you a Greenbrier buyer too. At Greenbrier Automotive, we'll do whatever we can to make your car buying experience the best it can be. From providing outstanding service to offering a huge selection to choose from, all with the best deals possible. Visit one of our 7 area dealerships soon or shop over 800 vehicles on greenbrierautomotive.com.
By how much?
$400. $15 pop to pay to watch Graham and Bluefield.
And we welcome you back. This is the Little General Kickoff Classic here in Beckly between Woodrow Wilson and Washington from the Eastern Panhandle. I'd like to remind you that one of our sponsors is your Edward Jones financial advisor, Heather Cantley. They've got a new location on Harper Road in Beckly. Contact Heather Cantley at 681-254-0097, and she can help you start planning your retirement. Well, the band is out there. We're just moments away from getting the field back full of Flying Eagle players. The visitors from Washington are already out there. They have 35 players that made the trip. So that's, for a big school, that is not a big number. I think they have 10 more players that are freshmen that will be on the sideline for home games. So we told you last year, Beckly won the game at Washington by a touchdown in overtime, and this will be only the second time that these two teams will play football. We understand that Washington wants to play again next year, but not on the opening date, so we'll see if that's worked out. There are the Eagles out in the maroon jerseys with white helmets and white pants, and let's give her the opening lineups for Woodrow Wilson. On the offense, we told you about the line with Via, Sweeney, Fitzwater, Calgar, and Mans up front. The Eagles will be quarterbacked by Gage Price, a 6-foot junior, 180 pounds. Running back is Gage Burdett. He's a sophomore, 6'1" and 165, and he is the backup quarterback, but he suffered a thumb fracture about a week ago, a hairline fracture, so he had a cast on until just yesterday. But nevertheless, Burdett has turned into a really good running back. So Price and Burdett will be joined by A.J. Thomas, 5'10", senior, 150. Preston Clary, 6'2", senior, 180. Those are the wide receivers. Zamir Jones will also work the slot. He's a 5'7", junior, 130. And Javante Wines, he is a 6'1", junior, 180 pounds. Beckly is blessed to have not one, but two good kickers, Vince Umberger and Tyler Radford. And you'll see both of them tonight. One holds for the other, and sometimes one will kick, and sometimes the other will kick. Now for the visitors from Washington, here's the way they will go on offense. As Coach told you, Kyle Athey, A-T-H-E-Y, is the signal caller. He likes to throw the ball. He's a 6-foot and 160-pound senior. Alan Casey, a junior runner. Philip Shields is the other runner at 5'10" and a junior. Both are 160 pounds. We gave you the lineup on the wall. Jones, Schillenberg, Mitchell, Gardillo, and Waxler are on the wall. And the wide receivers are Mario Prince, a 5'10", 150 senior. Chris Durand, a 6-foot senior, 185 pounds. And on the other side at wide, it's Neil Powell, a sophomore, 5'8", 120, and Cam Togans, a 6-foot senior, 180 pounds. So we've had the meeting at the center of the field, and we're just about ready to kick this baby off. Wow. We've been waiting a long time for this time. And you can see the Flying Eagles with a lot of enthusiasm down there. Crowd continuing to come in. They changed the parking alignment here at the stadium. So now to park, you sort of got to walk a little bit further. And I'm trying to do that. I got my walking in. I got up these 68 steps to the press box twice tonight. And I'm paying for it right now.
I want to tell you look good doing it. I was cheering you on.
Well, I tell you what, Coach, I was not going to stop and catch my breath. Everybody was watching.
Yeah, you I'm here for the duration. Once up and once down. I say that, but I hope that's true.
All right, it'll be Washington kicking the ball off to the Flying Eagles.
Always be alert here early on, for the onside kick. And like I said, special teams will play a big role in this game, whoever has the best special teams.
A.J. Thomas is number 5 on the near side, the bottom of your screen, and Preston Clary, number 8, is at the top. And we'll get this game started just a minute late. Short kick. Here comes Thomas. Across the 30, 35, taken at the 36-yard line. So the Flying Eagles will have first time on offense, starting at their own 36-yard line.
That's good field position. You like that. You're near midfield. That's a decent return. Of course, got it from the short kick.
I'm not complaining, but the sun is right in my eyes, so I'm going to hide behind Coach Mark Montgomery. He gives me plenty of blockage.
That's right.
I can't give Coach a hard time. He brought me up not 1, but 2 cans of Pepsi. He's my man. Beckly sending 3 wide receivers to the top of your screen and 1 to the bottom. Price looking, firing. It's complete to Thomas. He's trying to break a tackle and he can't.
Washington went straight man-to-man there and sent everybody. And just had pressure, had a lot of penetration, and was able to get that spot pass screen.
It'll be second down, 14 yards to go. By the way, Maris Lowry is working the game on the other end of the county. He's got Doddridge County at Liberty. And that game started about half an hour ago. We'll get the score as we go. Oh, there's a fumble on the Eagles, and I think Washington's got it. They're scrambling around, and let's see who's at the bottom of that pile. Now, Beckly's got it on the 31-yard line. Last year, the Flying Eagles had 6 running backs that they interchanged. All of them graduated. So Woodrow lost all but about 7 yards in ground offense due to graduation. And they lost all 23 touchdowns that those running backs scored.
Yeah, you think the 2 scrimmages would get a lot of work, but it's still nothing like Friday night in the game. So I'm sure these young guys have some jitters.
Third down and 15. There's a run. This one may go all the way like a hare. To the 20, to the 10, to the 9. What a play. The Flying Eagles break loose.
Nice ball.
Jaheim Miller carried the ball. And I got to tell you, he is not on my 2 deep. That's why I hesitated.
Probably after they dropped that ball, he got to go in. Hey, nice little counter, great blocking up front. There was a nice hole there, and he broke a tackle on the second level.
First and goal, Woodrow on the 9-yard line. Price calling signals. Burdette behind him. Gives it to Burdette. He is in. It's Woodrow Wilson scoring first. They started on their own 36, and they've hit pay dirt with 10:02 to play in the first quarter.
I'm not sure that kids, especially your second and third level, read the fullback. The fullback will take you to the ball most of the time. That was just going to be an ISO lead, and Beckly, more Beckly players in the backfield than Washington players.
Flying Eagles with a 7-0 lead. Washington Patriots have it third down and 18 to go. From the Woodrow Wilson 48. Again, 4 wide receivers, 2 each way. Athey looking, being rushed, fires the safety valve. It's completed. It's down to the Beckly 40, 35, and down at the 33-yard line. So another good play that time. And Philip Shields, and he's wearing that special helmet, Coach. And, I think more and more players are going to start wearing that extra padding helmet.
Yeah, those. It's probably one of the new Axion helmets by Riddell that gives feedback on contact. It's got a computer chip in it. It'd be nice if I wish all county boards would do that, would buy those for all their players.
Well, I'm sure they're very, very expensive, but you can't put a cost on headwear care. Penalty, big penalty against Washington. So they're back now in their own territory on their 49-yard line, where it'll be third down and a mile to go, right around 20.
Yeah, that was a great play call, that screen. You know, when you're having trouble pass protecting, it was a wonderful call. But so far in this drive, Washington shot themselves in the foot with the penalties.
3rd and 22, to be exact. Kyle Athey sends twins both left and right. Eagles with the 4-man defensive front. Athey looking to fire the ball, running for his life. Fires just at the last moment, and it's complete at the Woodrow Wilson 26-yard line. Durand catches the ball, and nice catch for sure.
Yeah, nice scramble. I mean, he took a pretty good lick when he let go of it, but that's a good pass and catch and moving the chains.
Jaleel Sharp was the tackler for Beckly. So that's a big play for the Patriots. That gives them a first down on the Woodrow 24-yard line. 24. 8 minutes and 24 seconds on a turning first quarter clock. Woodrow up by a score. Washington will try to match it.
Here's that pistol again.
Nothing doing. Maybe a yard, but Jamarcus Manns wasn't going to let anybody. Holds on. Coach, who do you see on that stack? I tell you, there were several maroon shirts there to stop that play for essentially a 1-yard gain on a 4th down. So with 6:27 left in the first quarter, Beckly leading 7-0, and the Patriots turn the ball over.
Beckly's 2 inside linebackers did a great job. They were just almost mirroring him where he goes, and that's probably a great idea of him having the athleticism he does, and they were there to stop that.
Let's take a look at the Woodrow team. Price handles to Burdett. Burdett zigging, zagging up to the 26-yard line. Gage Burdett taking the handoff from Gage Price. The Gages worked out well. It'll be 2nd down and 3 yards to go. Beckly on their 25-yard line as we approach 6 minutes to play in the opening period. Nice crowd here tonight. Seating capacity is 8,000. I'm guessing we have maybe half that here tonight. A.J. Thomas goes wide to the top of your screen. Eye in the backfield. Burdett, he's got a first down and more. He's on his horse to the 40. He's to midfield. Burdett down to the 40. He's running to the 30 and bumped out of bounds. Gage Burdett with another big run for Beckly, and the Eagles are knocking on the door.
That's that trap play again. I mean, really excellent job. The trapper, the backside guard got there. He cut up and did exactly what you teach him. You always talk about hash numbers, sideline, and he did exactly what he did.
Now they're moving backward. Maybe there was a penalty. Remember, this is the opening game of the season, so there are going to be some infractions. There's a hold called on Woodrow Wilson that is going to negate about a 40-yard run. Ouch.
Yeah, Washington experienced this, was able to overcome it and, get down in the red zone. So other than the first 2 plays, Beckly's pretty much had their way. So we'll see if that continues. Beckly's O-line's really doing a great job up front.
Ball is placed on the 42-yard line. Flying Eagles in their own territory. They will have it 1st and 10. 3 receivers near side. Price is looking. Now looking over the middle. He's got somebody out there, and there's the catch. Oh, look at here. Down to the 10, the 5. Preston Clary is going to score. The Flying Eagles with a long bomb from their 42-yard line. So a 58-yard pass play for the TD.
Hey, great pitch and catch. I mean, you can't throw it much better than that. I mean, he hit him in stride, a little half roll there in the pocket. Great throw, great completion.
Wow. That was a pretty. Point after from placement. Radford will try again. Umberger, the holder. Down, up, line drive is not good. So the Eagles will remain leading 13-0. 5:25 to go in the starting stanza. Let's pause for a moment. This is the Little General Stores countdown show to open up the 2025 football season on Video Productions.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our new Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
There's a place where innovation becomes transformation, where you'll find that education is not just about learning, but about being excited to learn. A place to feel at home. Pursue dreams and prepare for careers. Build lifelong friendships. And a place where you'll be encouraged and mentored along your journey. Discover your future. Get ready to soar. The University of Charleston.
All right. We're back here at Van Meter Stadium, V. Culacerto Field, and Washington winds up with the football. Eagles have scored both of the times they've had the ball, once on a run of 9 yards and once on a pass play of 58-yard beauty. So here come the Patriots from Charlestown in Jefferson County, where West Virginia begins. That's what the commercials say. Here they come. Athey is the signal caller. 2 receivers each way. And he's going to hand the ball off, and that's a bad idea. Only a 2-yard advance that time. And the Flying Eagles, let's take a look. Turn around there so I can see your number. Number 70 is Cade Cowger. He's a junior, 6-footer, 245. He was one of several Flying Eagles to stop that play. 2nd down, 8 to go. Washington Patriots on their own 47-yard line.
Yeah, Bill, Washington struggled offensively here. They've hit a couple of nice big plays, but
The Eagles stopped them for a 2-yard loss. Beckly's got that sorted out. So we told you both teams are young, and Coach Ray has had to start over there at Washington. They won 6 games, lost 5 last year, made the playoffs because everybody did, and they lost in the opening round against Parkersburg South. Beckly also losing in the opening round last year. Here's Athey. Looking, he's got time, he fires, and it's intercepted. Eagles at the 37, returned up near midfield. And a penalty marker right there at the Patriot bench. So somebody for Washington must have said something they shouldn't have.
Maybe a little late contact there out of bounds as well. But hey, he stared down his receiver. Nice break on the ball by the Beckly defender. It's going to be Beckly's ball.
Boy, Athey, he had time to throw, and he threw it right to a maroon jersey. Substitution now for the Woodrow Wilson line. Dylan Vaya comes back in, the sophomore. He's played very well, 271-pounder. See what they're discussing. Whatever it was, 2 penalties. The first one waved off. The second one against Washington. So we mentioned there must have been some verbal problems on the sideline after the interception. So the first time Washington had the ball, they moved down the field, and Beckly stopped them on downs on the Eagle 18. This time they didn't get nearly as far, and Beckly intercepts them. And I didn't get who intercepted. Scott Hills, he's the PA man here. He's saying, who did that? Boy, if you look up over the bleachers there on the far side, the sun is setting. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. 68 degrees, the current temperature. Just perfect weather, nice crowd. The Hall of Fame night here at Beckly in the Pete Colasurto ceremony. I was honored to be a part of, honored to broadcast all of his games for 24 years. And Pete, by the way, of course, head coach on the 77 title team that went undefeated and only allowed something like 27 points the whole year and had 7 shutouts. But he was also a member of the state title team that Coach Van Meter had in 1951 when Beckly beat Gary in a snowstorm at Bluefield. Yeah, I was there. First down, 10 to go. Beckly has it all, the 37 of Washington. Wideouts everywhere. Handoff. Nothing doing. Maybe a yard.
Little jet sweep action. Washington did a good job stepping up, forcing from the outside in.
It was Zamir Jones.
You know, talking about those 2 championships, Coach Colasurto probably thinks the Mother Nature really doesn't like Beckly's the snowstorm, and then the one he won was an ice storm and muddy, correct?
It was 5 below zero wind chill that day at Ripley. I did that game too.
We have to throw Ripley in there for Mark Martin.
Believe it or not. Running play, Burdett to the 30. Ducks a tackler and gets down to the 27. Boy, Burdett, you know, Street Surratt, the head Beckly coach, was telling me about Burdett. He said he needs to be on the field, either at quarterback or running back, and we can see why. He wears number 3 on his maroon outfit. That's a first down, Woodrow Wilson.
Well, he's been a spark plug here so far in tonight's game.
Burdett, just a sophomore. And Gage Price is a junior. He has directed the offense skillfully. Thomas and Clary wide to the near side. Man in motion. Now not. And the ball off to Burdett. He's got room on the left. He's got a big opener. And he's got it to the 5. He's got it to the house. Burdett with a touchdown. Woodrow Wilson. So Burdett scores for the second time tonight. And Beckly is up by 3 scores with 3:05 to go in the opening period.
Yeah, they set the wing back left and motioned him over and really had trips over here and then ran the counter back to where he left. And they blocked it excellent and a great run for a touchdown.
Point after try. Ranford again. He's 1 out of 2 tonight. On the way. This one looks good. And it is good. So Tyler Radford punches home the 20th point for Woodrow Wilson. We still have 3:05 left in the opening period. And Beckly leads 20-0. You're watching Video Productions Football, and we're glad to have you aboard here on the Little General Stores 2025 Opening Kickoff Classic. We'll be back in a minute.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us. New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton. Or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us. New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy trails, fuel up the way West Virginians do at Little General Stores. We're proud to be part of your ride. Rooted in West Virginia and built for the back roads. Little General Stores. Fuel your adventure the West Virginia way.
I never thought this would happen.
When disaster takes control of your life,
We got you.
get it back with a single call to the team that shows up fast to make things right. Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
Comes the Flying Eagle kickoff, taken down inside the 10-yard line by Washington. The return up to the 30. Still going to the 36-yard line. So Radford with a nice kick and a good return that time. And we give credit to Philip Shields. I should remember that name. He's the guy with the good-looking helmet. So, Washington, they'll have their third chance on offense.
Got a guy down for Beckly. I can't make the number out.
You know, that's going to happen here early on. You're hopeful that nobody's going to get hurt, but sometimes injuries are part of the game. Sometimes it's just cramps. That's Preston Clary getting up gingerly, but I think he's going to be okay.
Yeah, it's the main thing. Let's stay away from injuries here, both teams.
By the way, while we have a moment, just want to remind everybody that Video Productions is proud that they'll be featuring every Raleigh County high school during football season this year. Maris Lowry doing the Doddridge County game at Liberty. Liberty down early on, didn't you say, Coach?
Yes, they're down there tonight, matter of fact.
I'll be at Shady Spring next week. You and I will, working that game. And, of course, Independence, we had them on last night. All right, Athey looking, firing, got a man wide open near midfield, and it's complete for a first down. That was Neil Powell who caught that slant and gets a nice return on his efforts.
Yeah, they ran nice combination routes over here, and, that's what's going to have to come into their offense because they're really having trouble in the run game blocking up front.
46-yard line of Beckly. First down. Running play for one of the few times, and they're going to get 9 yards out of it. Alan Casey carries the ball. 5'10 junior, 155 for the Washington Patriots. Down to the Woodrow Wilson 37, almost 38-yard line. Second down, 1.5 yards to go.
That was the Rochester jinx in reverse. I said they hadn't been blocking very well, and they did. Got 9 yards.
Running play, Athey. He's going to get hit. He keeps going. He's going to get 1 yard. Boy, he tried hard to get those 2 yards, and he got one of them. So it'll be third down, 1 yard to go, a little bit less than 1 yard. Under 2 minutes to go, opening period. Beckly has scored on all 3 possessions tonight and leads 20-0. Casey runs off the field, but it's a running play and an easy first down for the Washington High School Patriots.
Yeah, they quick snapped Beckly there. They got right back up on the line of scrimmage and went toe-to-toe and just got the push up front for enough for the first down. Right?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. No, we got it.
I think we got a penalty.
We got a penalty.
Andrew Sweeney came up limping after that play. He comes off the field, and as he gets closer to the bench, he seems to be okay. So scratch that first down play. It'll be third down and a little more than 5 yards to go. On the Beckly 42, here's Washington. They need some scoring right now. Athey eludes one would-be tackler. Just as he throws it, he catches the ball down at the 20-yard line. What a play by Togans. Cam Togans somehow was able to catch that scrambling pass from Kyle Athey, and he's got a first down inside the 20.
That's why on the roster it's got ATH out from Athey's name. That was an athletic play on both ends.
Oh, I like that. Thanks, Mark. On the 16 of Beckly, first down for the Patriots. Again, 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Looking to throw that way. Athey now looks the other way. He's zigging, zagging, and he takes the punishment at the 13-yard line. Flying Eagle defense is not allowing the Patriot quarterback very much time to make decisions.
Yeah, they've knocked him off his spot or got him off his spot with their rush, and he's been successful. He's done a good job keeping his eyes down the field looking for the open receiver.
Eagles again with substitution. Second down, 8 to go. On the 13. Zigging, zagging, watch out. Still on his feet is Shields. He's down to the 4-yard line. So Shields looked like that they had him, but he makes it to the 5 of Woodrow Wilson.
Yeah, that's probably the first time that Beckly really hasn't tackled that well there in the second level. Thought they had him.
And that's going to about wrap up the first quarter. 3, 2, 1. There's the horn. After one quarter, it's been all Woodrow Wilson. But Washington is knocking on the door. We'll be back for the second period in 1 minute on Video Productions.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that. Done.
It's that easy with compliance. Compliance. We've got your back office.
And we're back ready for the second quarter. Bill O'Brien here along with Mark Montgomery. And on the 5-yard line, here comes Washington. They'll try the running play down to the 1-yard line. Well, the Flying Eagles had to make a good play, and they did.
Quarterback ISO, keep it in your athlete's hands, and that's a pretty safe call. Might probably see it again.
Javonte Wines made the touchdown-saving tackle. They'll try the run up the gut. Looks like a touchdown from here, and we're waiting for the signal. Washington says they've got it, and there is the official signal by the referee. So the Patriots get on the board on the second play of the second quarter, and now Beckly's lead is 20-6.
It's the old Philadelphia Eagle play. Get up there, the old tush push. It should be illegal. I'm telling you, it's right in the rules. You can't do it. But they, on all levels, they let them do it. But
Quentin Ambrose is the place kicker after they get their 11th man on the field. Patriots looking for the PAT. It's blocked. It is blocked. That's an exclamation point. And I think that was Levi Pia who blocked that point.
He's fired up and has a good reason to be fired up. Snap was a little high, gave him a little extra time. That's what happens early on here in the season.
So we've had the point blocked, and with 11:24 to go till halftime, it's Beckly 20, Washington 6. Let's pause for 30 seconds on Video Productions.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us. New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton. Or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us. New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy trails, fuel up the way West Virginians do at Little General Stores. We're proud to be part of your ride. Rooted in West Virginia and built for the back roads. Little General Stores. Fuel your adventure the West Virginia way.
I never thought this would happen.
When disaster takes control of your life, we got you. Get it back with a single.
Kickoff was relatively short, fielded around the 30-yard line and returned by Jaleel Sharp. I'd like to remind you that one of our sponsors is Hart's Cabinets, located in MacArthur. Hart's Cabinets, with quality custom cabinetry and design services, a proud sponsor of local sports. Hart's Cabinets, glad to have them here this year. So Beckly ready to go, fourth time on offense. And they will start on their 47-yard line. 2 rushing touchdowns and a long pass. And there's a penalty marker. And there's another one.
It broke the huddle with 12 guys. They frown on that, except in Canada.
The Canadian Football League will allow you 12 players. So the ball has moved back 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15, Woodrow Wilson on their 42-yard line. Price comes in from the bench after getting his instructions. Along with him is Zamir Jones, number 26. And we're ready to go. Trips to the near side. Quarterback keep. Penalty marker flies. That's Burdett. He's got a first down and more inside the 40, but let's check the yellow hanky.
Quarterback counter.
Boy, right over where the ball is, and you look up over the bleachers, and you see that bright red sunset. Here at the beginning of the football season, it just isn't any better than this. Big crowd, perfect weather, Hall of Fame night, Pete Culacerto night, and that's going to cost Beckly. So after all the good things I just said, the Flying Eagles could care less because that cost them a big bunch of yardage.
Yeah, a lot of penalties so far here. You know, opening game, we talked about that. It's really negated a lot of positive offense on both sides for both teams.
36-yard line, first down and 25. Price looking, fires, and it's dropped. Intending for Zamir Jones, and he was running a slant across the middle, and Coach, he just dropped it.
He did, and it was a screen too. The lineman had released. He stayed behind the line of scrimmage to catch the ball. It was going to be, I think, a big play for Beckly, but sometimes you take off before you catch it. That's not good.
Second down and 25 to go. The ball is on the 36-yard line. Woodrow Wilson leading by 2 touchdowns. They've scored all 3 possessions, this being their 4th. Tailback, Burdett, zigs, zags, gets to the 41. Nice run by Burdett. But let's give credit to Alan Casey, defender at linebacker for the Washington Patriots from the Eastern Panhandle.
Yeah, I really like Burdett. He's a north-south runner. He doesn't, he makes one move and makes a decision. He's going to be a good one here this year for the Flying Eagles.
Approaching 10.5 minutes to go till halftime. Third down and 19 yards to go. Woodrow. Penalty marker flies before the snap. And it's a penalty against the Patriots. Boy, it's just great to look at the colors, the brand new track that was just installed here. Also at Liberty, they had a new track installation. We try to keep you updated on that score because Maris Lowry and E.T., Eric Thomas, they're broadcasting the Liberty game against Doddridge County. And on video productions this year, we're going to have all 4 Raleigh County schools represented. Not only that, middle schools. Maris and I will broadcast a game here, middle school, next Thursday. Here's Price looking for the bomb, firing deep. He's got a man. It's caught by Thomas at the 15-yard line. A.J. Thomas catches the long ball for a Beckly first down.
Another great pitch and catch. A lot of times, Beckly had 2 receivers right there together in the same area, which you don't like, but still it worked out well for him. I mean, they've changed field positions in the red zone.
Oh, that beautiful replay, courtesy of Little General Stores. And the ball is spotted on the 14 with a timeout called. So there's a timeout on the field. And we will remind you that one of our sponsors tonight is Leisure Lanes on Johnstown Road in Beckly. If you haven't tried bowling in a while, you're missing out. Family fun at Leisure Lanes. They have a 24-lane bowling center, full-service restaurant, so bring your family or join a league or book your next party. Leisure Lanes in Beckly, 304-253-7328. All right, Coach, so far we have played a quarter and a half here in Beckly. So what's your feeling so far?
Well, kind of like the things we talked about in our pregame show, penalties, turnovers. We've had several penalties. Haven't had any turnovers yet, which is that's great for both squads. But the domination has been up front for Beckly, winning the line of scrimmage, and their passing game has really shown through too here. They've really had some big plays and kept Washington on their heels. Washington answered back. They're with their own score, but Woodrow's knocking on the door again.
Eagles on the Patriot 14-yard line, first down and 10 yards to go. Butch Mounts is our producer-director tonight. Coach Mark Montgomery is our analyst, and I'm Bill O'Brien. Glad to have you with us on Video Productions. Running play, plenty of room. Inside the 10, down to the 5. Not a first down, but close. And another good run by the Woodrow Wilson running corps. A.J. Thomas that time.
I always like to have a bread and butter play you knew you could go to and get some positive yards. And so far, that backside guard pull lead has been working for Beckly all night.
Ball on the 6-yard line. Second down and a long one. Clock turning, 9:21 left. First half. Eagles leading 20-6. Price flips it out to Preston Clary, and he gets a couple of hard-earned yards to the 4-yard line. Good defensive play that time by Neil Powell for the Washington Patriots.
Yeah, Washington brought pressure that time up the middle, and they got in a close man-to-man coverage defense, so it was really a good defensive call for the play that Beckly had called.
So Beckly will have 4 tries to make 4 yards. Burdett is on the wing to the right. Thomas on the wing to the left. Price on the counter play to Thomas, and he's tackled for a 4-yard loss. Boy, the Patriots had that one sniffed out.
Yeah, they're getting used to those guards pulling. They're getting their hip pocket that time. They really played it well. So that's really the first time they played that like you should play it, how you're taught fundamentally. Look for Beckly to run right at him. Of course, do we have another penalty?
Yeah, they're not moving the chains. And, well, let's find out. Personal foul against Washington. Half the distance to the goal, so the Eagles will have it on the 2-yard line. That's a huge mistake against Washington. Wow. So instead of a 4-yard loss, it's a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, it's just somebody not being disciplined. I mean, it was either something said or a little push. Those things, you got to have self-control.
Well, Washington has only 10 seniors on their team. Only 35 players made the trip. They lost a ton of people from last year's team that played above 500 and played Beckly tough. Eagles won in overtime last year up there. Here we go. Counter play again to Burdett. He'll lose a couple or 3 yards. So that play has been, well, needs to be put to rest. It's time for something new. Eagles are going to have to go for a field goal. Ball on about the 6-yard line. So about a 23-yarder. Radford, who is at 2 of 3 extra points, will be kicking. Umberger to hold. 23-yard attempt. And a whistle. And there's a flag again. Well, it's the opening game. Offside against Washington. Half the distance to the goal.
You're going to let's see if Coach changes his mind or not.
Ball was on the 6, now it's on the 3. Fourth down play, Woodrow.
I think he's going to call timeout and talk it over.
I think he will. So, with a timeout, let's pause for this message on Video Productions.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that.
Done. It's that easy with compliance. Compliance. We've got your back office.
So you're ready to get started on that home remodel? Then America's #1 exterior remodeler is here to help. For over 19 years, Window World of Beckly has helped homeowners in our area take care of their greatest investment. We make it easy to remodel your home with special financing options and convenient monthly payments. Because we are locally owned and operated, you can expect the best in customer service. We're excited to see what you have in mind. We look forward to helping you create the home of your dreams.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy trails, fuel up the way West Virginians do at Little General Stores. We're proud to be part of your ride. Rooted in West Virginia and built for the back roads. Little General Stores. Fuel your adventure the West Virginia way.
So Beckly has decided not to kick it. They've decided to go for it on fourth down. The knockout punch, maybe. 3 yards needed. Price gets the snap. Hands the ball off to Burdett. Burdett, nope. He didn't hand it off. Faked me out, but he didn't fake out the defense for the Patriots, and the ball winds up at the 7-yard line. So Price kept the ball and had to eat leather.
Yeah, they sent the house, and just sometimes when they've got more that you can block, that's what happens. But they really pressured and they got penetration, and that's good deep goal line defense.
So this will be the 4th chance for Washington. They scored the last time they had the ball on a 1-yard plunge. Athey is quarterbacking. It's a running play, and nothing doing that time. Levi Pisha led the Beckly defenders. Also, DeMarcus Manns. You're going to hear that name a lot. DeMarcus Manns, number 71 in maroon for Beckly. So it'll be second down. We're approaching 7 minutes left till halftime, and Beckly with a 20-6 lead. Well, the Eagles came within 3 yards of really taking command of this ball game. But now let's see what Washington can do on offense. Durand is way off to the left side, but they're going to try the running play, and they'll get a 2 or 3 yard gain out of it.
Yeah, Beckly's got 5 guys there up on the line of scrimmage. That's kind of gave Washington a lot of trouble.
Ball on the 12-yard line. Third down 5. Well, you know, as the game goes on, Coach, and I don't have to tell you this, it's a game of changes. You see what is working, you have to stop it if you're the defense, and then the offense has to do something new. Athey wants to fire the long ball. He's got somebody out there, and it is caught near midfield. Washington with a long play, good for a first down near the center of the field, and Mario Prince caught that ball.
Athey needs to really give his receivers pads on the back. They went up and made plays with defenders around them, and that time Woodrow switched up 4-man front to give him an extra defender.
Quick snap. Casey's got it across. Stopped at the Eagle 48-yard line. You know, in that last play, the long bomb, it was a one-on-one situation, and Prince was able to wrestle it free. Eagle defense is substituting. Fitzwater back in on the defensive line. And Manns will hustle to the sideline just in time. Second down 6. Washington in Beckly territory on the 46. Busted play. Athey, the quarterback, still keeps going. And he digs down to the 43. He was going to hand that off, Coach, I think. And then when that didn't work out, he just tucked it and got a nice gain.
That's that athlete again. You're exactly right. That was busted. And those are killers. I mean, you know, those are the ones you like to stop. But, you know, I always said it's hard for a high school team to drive the football. They're getting big chunks here, helping them out.
Athey looking for the 2 yards, and he's got it, plus more. Down to the Eagle 38. Kyle Athey, the sophomore.
Or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us. New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy trails, fuel up the way West Virginians do at Little General Stores. We're proud to be part of your ride. Rooted in West Virginia and built for the back roads. Little General Stores. Fuel your adventure the West Virginia way.
I never thought this would happen.
Territory and whistles will stop the action. Athey was back to throw. We're under 4 minutes to play till intermission. Beckly with a 2-touchdown lead, and the Washington Patriots are looking to cut that lead in half. Ball on the 11 of Woodrow, and we'll start again. So when we last looked, Athey wanted to throw the ball, and he's going to try again. Now it's somebody loose in the middle, and it's dropped. Preston Clary had it for a moment at the goal line. Ouch. Oh, that was a big drop.
Sure was. That'd be a big stop here.
Wow. And actually, that wasn't close to the intended receiver. Normally sure-handed Preston Clary. By the way, he is one of 5 Flying Eagle basketball players on this football team. So you talk about great athletes. A.J. Thomas and Clary, they got a lot of good looks last year as defenders. Here we go. Spread offense again for Washington. Beckly jumps offside. That's a big penalty. This is the Little General Kickoff Classic. We started it last night in Coal City. A great win by Independence High School over Herbert Hoover. And now we've got a good one here, Beckly and Washington. Ball on the 6-yard line, where it'll be 3rd down and goal. Running play, Athey. Athey's in. It's a touchdown for the Patriots from Charlestown. 20-12, 3:32 left till intermission.
He's their guy. You know, if we were given an MVP here in the first half, it would definitely be him. I bet they go for 2 here.
That was a 93-yard drive.
Very impressive.
And, Coach, I think they're going to take you up on that offer. I think they're going to go for 2.
Yeah, they move the ball to the left hash. Most of the time you're going to see some type of rollout to the wide side.
Let's see if Mark Montgomery's on his game.
Nope. Ran option back to the short side.
And that's going to cost them 2 points. Beckly had that one covered. So the PAT does not work. And the score remains Woodrow Wilson 20, Washington 12. We'll be back in a minute on Video Productions.
Sorry about that.
He's a Greenbrier buyer. She's a Greenbrier buyer. They're Greenbrier buyers. And we want to make you a Greenbrier buyer too. At Greenbrier Automotive, we'll do whatever we can to make your car buying experience the best it can be. From providing outstanding service to offering a huge selection to choose from, all with the best deals possible. Visit one of our 7 area dealerships soon or shop over 800 vehicles on greenbrierautomotive.com.
Eagles field the kick on the 22. The return to the 30, 32. A.J. Thomas is smothered at the 33-yard line. So we've got 3 minutes and 23 seconds to go in the first half. And Beckly with now an 8-point lead. We'll have the ball. Well, 32, that's where it'll be, Coach.
Yeah, and you'd like to do something here because you're going to have to kick off to Washington coming out second half. They have plenty of time, and they've been successful moving the ball. I mean, both teams have. Stay away from the penalties.
Last time the Eagles marched it down the field inside the 10, gave up a chance for probably a sure field goal, and went for the touchdown and did not get it from in close around 3 yards. See what they've got this time. Price hands it off. Check me, Price keeps it. And he's up to his 40. Nice play.
Yeah, it's a good fake. I agree with you.
Faked it to Burdett.
Yeah, I thought Burdett had it as well.
And good sportsmanship. The defender for the Patriots picked Burdett up and gave him a little swat on the back and said, I know that was a rough tackle, but I thought you had the ball. Burdett said, that's okay. I will soon. I'm just making that up. Second down and a short 5. Ball on the 38. Beckly trying to add to their 20-point total. Gage Price hands the ball off. I think that is Mr. Burdett. Gets it to the 40. So he gets a nice gain. It'll be third down and a couple of yards to go for the Flying Eagles. Beckly at home next week, Coach, against Greenbrier East. Talk about a rival game. And we'll have that game, by the way, on Video Productions.
The Fighting Spartans under Coach Ray Lee and our good friend, the longtime voice, Jeff Campbell. That's his favorite week.
The Soup. He's been doing that for a lot of years. Meaning play-by-play. Second down. And there was an offside. I think it's on Washington.
That's going to help. That's first down.
Matt Gordio just sort of jumped across there. Yeah, that'll help the Eagle effort. First down. Needed 3, got 5.
Yeah, you always try to get your quarterback to vary that count. You don't want to get in a rhythm where the defense just plays the same rhythm. So might have been a different cadence.
So the Eagles on their 45-yard line in business in good shape. Wideouts both ways. Price hands it to Burdett. Burdett breaks the tackle, and he's got about 9 yards on the far sideline before he's pushed out into Washington territory. They're going to call it the 49-yard line. So the Eagles will have it second down and about 4 yards to go.
Yeah, a nice run there. I think he meant to go up inside, but he bounced it outside, good yardage, and stopped the clock as well, I believe.
1:43 left in the first half. Well, you couldn't ask for a nicer night, huh?
It's gorgeous.
Perfect weather, nice crowd, two good teams.
No thunderstorms, lightning.
Thank you for that, Lord. Running play, first down, Woodrow, Burdett again. Down to the 41 of Washington. Not sure if you can hear that. That's Scott Hill on the PA. And he lets everybody in the crowd know it's another Flying Eagle first down.
So far, Beckly's really doing well here with the big chunks rushing the ball.
This time, Price wants to throw it. He's got a man wide open. Complete at the 33 and down at the 32, about a yard shy of the first down. Clock turns, 1:13 left. So the Eagles are battling the clock as well as the Patriots. Second down, 1. Eagle 33, or at least the Eagles are on the Washington 33.
Yeah, they're in their 2-minute mode now, not huddling.
Again, Price back to throw. Now running. He's on his horse. He's to the 25. He's got a first down. He stopped at the 23. Stops the clock at 48 seconds. Gage Price Got to like him as quarterback. He did a great job last year. And now a timeout apparently coming. So, timeout on the field. 48 seconds to play. We're going to keep it here and let you know that one of our sponsors tonight is Affinity Coal, located in Sophia. Affinity Coal is hiring experienced underground miners. They offer great wage and benefits. Apply online at United Coal Company's Facebook page. That's United Coal Company on Facebook. All right, Coach, we're down at a critical part of the game. The Eagles, if they can score, certainly would get some breathing room in intermission. If Washington can stop it, they're still down by only 8.
And they get the ball coming out second half, so this is really an important drive here. If you're Woodrow, you have time. You got to hustle. If the ball's inbounds and you didn't get a first down, you got to hustle back to that line. If you can, you know you're going to get tackled, step out of bounds and stop the clock.
Here we go. 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen. 2 at the top. Price looking to the far side, and he overthrows his intended receiver down there in the right corner. So this is what you got to try. You got to try to get 6. You got 43 seconds left, 2nd down and 10, and the ball is on the 28-yard line, 29.
Look for him to come back with something across the middle. Orson was able to double cover those receivers. They basically both ran fades. The middle of the field was wide open.
Again, the Eagles with 4 receivers. And Price is looking to throw to one of them. He's got a man on the near side. It's caught at the 20. And a good second effort down to the 15 by Preston Clary. Oh, Clary.
They're going to clock
close, but not a first down. And clock turns at 29, 28, 27. Beckly quickly on the ball. As coach told you, the 2-minute drill. Price looking. Penalty marker. He wants a blocker. He doesn't get it. Well, that just messed up. He needed a blocker, and I think Burdett didn't know if he was get the ball pitched to him or if he was to block or if somebody else would come open. Meantime, I think we may have a hold here. What do you think, Coach?
Yeah, that's original. Great explanation. Everything's true, and he signaled holding. And, yeah, there's a point in time, there's a point of no return out there. You tell your blocker to go, and tell him to go block.
And that probably puts the Flying Eagles out of field goal range. Ball on the 26, 3rd down and 12, 12 seconds left.
Yeah, you're going to have to check it here to the end zone.
Yeah. Even if they can get a half of the yardage, they would be in field goal range. They have 2 good field goal kickers. Here we go. Big play, Woodrow. Price looking, running. To the 20, to the 15-10, to the 5, and he's knocked down on the 4 as the horn sounds. Ouch. If he'd have gotten out of bounds just a second earlier, that would have been an easy field goal. Wow.
Man, that's that was. I mean, I thought he was down before the clock ran out. Should have ran out again.
Well. Interesting game for sure. We are at halftime here at P. Colasurto Field at Van Meter Stadium in Beckly. Woodrow Wilson 20, Washington 12. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the first half. We will recap the first half when we come back on the Little General Kickoff Classic on Video Productions.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy trails, fuel up the way West Virginians do at Little General Stores. We're proud to be part of your ride. Rooted in West Virginia and built for the back roads. Little General Stores. Fuel your adventure the West Virginia way.
There's a place where innovation becomes transformation, where you'll find that education is not just about learning, but about being excited to learn. A place to feel at home. Pursue dreams and prepare for careers. Build lifelong friendships. And a place where you'll be
I'm down. Not them. They better not be down. You'll have 100 phone calls. That's the case. We have like 4 games. No free fee, no free. I can't give them a free fee.
I hope Mr. Morehouse is not mad at me.
Okay, we're back now in Beckly at Woodrow Wilson High School at Pete Colasurto Field at Van Meter Stadium. 2 legendary coaches, and Pete Colasurto was honored tonight. The AstroTurf, or the artificial surface to be exact, was named in his honor. The track surrounding the field has already been named in his honor. He was the head coach for 5 track teams here at Beckly, and he was the head coach for the last football team that made it to stardom, undefeated team of 1977. So it's been Pete Colasurto night, and also it's been Hall of Fame night. And the Hall of Famer who has been inducted tonight is Ian Pomeroy. He went on to Glenville State after he graduated as a first-team All-State lineman high school. And it was great to see him again. So, Ian Pomeroy, congratulations. We are just, I'm looking here at about 5 minutes to go until we start the second half. If you've just tuned in, we apologize. We've been having problems all night with the internet. We've called Mr. Musk, and he hasn't taken our call. I don't know what's the deal. He's busy shooting off rockets to the moon. So we're working on it. We know there's a problem. We appreciate all of you who have tried to contact us. We know there's a problem. We're working on it. Here we go now. The scoring for the Beckly team. They lead 20-12 here at halftime. Beckly scored each of the first 3 times they had the ball. First time on a 9-yard run by Gage Burdett. It came with just over 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. And with the point after from placement from Radford, Eagles led 7-0. Next time Beckly had the ball, Price threw a 58-yard bomb to Preston Clary, and the point missed, but with 5:25 left in the first quarter, Woodrow led 13-0. Then the next time they had the ball, Beckly was able to score on an 18-yard run from Burdett. The point was good by Radford, and the Eagles led 20-0. But then Washington scored the next 2 times they had the ball, both of them coming in the second quarter. On a 1-yard plunge by the quarterback. That was on the second play of the second quarter. And then they scored again with 3:32 to go till halftime when the quarterback ran for 6 yards. And they tried a 2-point conversion, did not get it. And so 20-12 is the halftime score. Beckly could have added more points. They scored, as we told you, the first 3 times they had possession. The next 2 times they had possession, Woodrow made it down the field and gave it up on downs at the Washington 7. And then right at the end of the half, they gave it up on downs at about the 3-yard line. So clock management was a problem there for Beckly. But they were able to move the ball all 5 times they had possession in the first half. Mark Montgomery, retired coach, is working with me tonight. Coach, let's get your comments on the first half.
Well, it kind of has gone like you think it would in most first games with the penalties. No one's turned the ball over yet, and that's been surprising. But just like you most wonderfully described, Woodrow's kind of been their worst enemy when they got down here in the red zone, and then they didn't get a friendly clock there on that last play. I kind of thought he was down there with maybe 1 or 2 seconds left and the clock expired. But those are opportunities as a coach you'd like to have back. But I think overall you feel pretty good. Special teams has been good, really, for both teams. Beckly missed an extra point, but they've moved the ball just up and down the field. Washington's yet to stop them. And big plays have kind of been the norm here, that move the ball. A lot of third and fourth down situations. They've got some chunk big plays. And the key here is you always talk about the first 4 and the last 4 of the half. These first 4 minutes here for Beckly is going to be important. They have to kick the ball off to Washington. If they can get a stop, that'll set a good tone.
We're going to take a break. The Massey Halftime Show will continue after this timeout on Video Productions.
Destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckly, online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
He's a Greenbrier buyer. She's a Greenbrier buyer. They're Greenbrier buyers. And we want to make you a Greenbrier buyer too. At Greenbrier Automotive, we'll do whatever we can to make your car buying experience the best it can be. From providing outstanding service to offering a huge selection to choose from, all with the best deals possible. Visit one of our 7 area dealerships soon or shop over 800 vehicles on greenbrierautomotive.com.
I never thought this would happen.
When disaster takes control of your life,
we got you.
Get it back with a single call to the team that shows up fast to make things right. Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
So you're ready to get started on that home remodel? Then America's #1 exterior remodeler is here to help.
And we have just started the second half here in Beckly. Bill O'Brien along with Coach Mark Montgomery and Butch Mounts is our executive producer. Washington starts the third quarter and in great field position on their own 48. Here's a running play that may go all the way to the 20, the 10. There is the touchdown. Wow. Somehow, Alan Casey got free on the near sideline and took it 52 yards for the score.
Yeah, that's exactly what you didn't want to happen coming out in the half. I mean, that gives Washington all kinds of momentum and really knocks the wind out of your sail as far as Beckly is concerned.
And you know what hurts, along with the 6 points, is Casey outran a very speedy Beckly defensive secondary. They're going to go for two, trying to tie the score. Athey is the quarterback. Man in motion. Athey looking to throw. Looking. I went to the tailgate that they had for the Hall of Famers tonight, just on the parking lot there. Great to see some of the great Eagles of the past and coaches. Running play, Burdett. He's able to get a yard, but they had him hit just as he took the handoff from Price. So Gage Burdett gets a couple. It'll be 3rd down and 16 to go. Woodrow on their own 44-yard line. So the Woodrow offense is bogged down. Coach, I don't want to be a coach here, but I think I'd try a little pass play.
Well, they're almost dictating to Woodrow, daring them to throw the football. I mean, they brought pressure off the edge that time. Even though the play was up for a run up the middle, they were able to bend it back inside and make the play. And I agree wholeheartedly. You're going to have to throw the football here. They're 2 high safeties. Give him some time.
And he is going to throw. Price, ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage and incomplete. Wines almost made a terrific catch on the 45, but it is incomplete. So it's punting time for the 2nd time in a row for Woodrow.
Yeah, that's a situation, young quarterback, you got to know the situation. A little 5-yard out's probably not going to help you much. Stay in that pocket and wait for something else to open up.
So let's see who's going to be the kicker this time. Radford did it last time. And Shields is the lone returner for the Patriots from Washington High School, Charlestown, West Virginia. No rush. Nice kick. Shields will let it go. The ball keeps rolling, and it is touchdown by a Beckly player on the 11-yard line. So Morris Maddox got over there and touched it. So, Eagles not able to get anything done that time. And 6:17 to go in the 3rd quarter of play. We've sort of got a stalemate going on here.
Yeah, they just Beckly still has the advantage here. They have Washington pinned up, keep them down here. And Washington obviously wants to flop field position and get a good drive. They drove it 93 yards there before the half for a touchdown.
Starting on their 13-yard line. Running play, good for a couple. Well, Coach, this is the time when I think a big play is going to make a big difference by one or the other team.
And you notice Washington basically keeping the ball in Athey's hand. That's their playmaker. And I'm Beckly. I don't know if I'm spying him. I'm telling we have to contain him. Right now, tackling, you got to be good tacklers, especially out in space.
2nd down on the 18-yard line. 6 yards to go. Running play. Eagles have that one smothered. They got free, but the whistle had already blown. And so he was the guy who scored earlier, Casey. And they had whistled the play dead. So it'll be 3rd down and about 8 yards to go. 5 minutes and 18 seconds on a turning 3rd quarter clock here at Pete Colasurto Field. Well, it was great to see a lot of his family. Of course, his sons Phil and Vince. Vince, the head coach at Shady. They're both in St. Albans tonight. We have that game on video productions. Again, we apologize for our problems here with the internet tonight. Thanks for sticking with us.
Yeah, first time in the history, all 4 Raleigh County schools opening games were live streamed by video productions. By anybody.
That's right. So we appreciate Butch Mounts making that happen, and he is going to talk to Elon Musk after tonight's game. I'm sure that he'll get him on the phone and get the internet straight. 3rd down, 13 to go. And one of the Beckly players burst through. I think that was Sweeney. That'll cost 5. And the ball is now placed on the 16-yard line. 3rd down, 8. 4:42 to go in the 3rd. Beckly with 2 runs for scores by Burdett. And Clary caught a 58-yard touchdown. Boy, nice play that time. Look at the defense by Beckly slicing through and stopping that play.
he had a lot of green grass, and it was a nice play to make him cut back in. He lost his balance, and that's just as good as a great tackle.
Well, that was Gage Burdett who made the play. He comes up limping, but he says, I'm okay. Keep me in, coach. Punting time for the second straight time for the Pats. From near the goal line. Nice high kick. Taken at midfield by A.J. Thomas. Looks for a block at the 40 and is pushed out of bounds inside the 35-yard line. So the Eagles will have excellent field position with which to begin with less than 4 minutes left in the third.
Hey, great field position. Here's another opportunity. You've been down here on their end of the field. Need to get a little bit of that momentum back if you're Woodrow, and Washington, did a great job, and we have another penalty.
Penalty against Woodrow. Man. Another inopportune time for a penalty, and it's a big one. So instead of having the ball on the 35, the Pigskin is resting on the 45. First down. Gage Price wearing number 2, and he sends Jones to the left side. Clary to the right. Slots on each side. Let's try the running play. A couple of yards that time. But again, the Patriots figured that A.J. Thomas might get that ball, and they stop him for maybe a 2-yard advance. Ball is resting on the 39, the 44-yard line. Second down 9. Eagles in enemy territory, a 20-20 game.
If you're watching there from home, you can see that Washington has 10 guys within about 8 yards of the ball, almost 11.
They're rushing 5. Eagles fumble, and it's picked up by Beckly. Maybe a gain of 1 or 2. It's a nice pickup by Jaheim Miller. He's another senior, one of 9 on the Beckly team. 55-man roster for Woodrow this year.
That had the makings of a big play. Just got tripped up, lost its footing, maybe something on the handoff, but that had the makings of a big play because a big hole, and there were no defenders over here on this side of the field.
Well, Coach, the linemen obviously make things happen. And Beckly has got bigger beef on the line. As the game gets longer, hopefully that'll prevail. There's a play, and there's Preston Clary. Did he catch it? No. You're going to say he short-hopped it? See if we have that on instant replay. Here it comes. Couldn't tell. Of course, the referees have to make that call in a split second. So it's 4th down and 9 for Woodrow. That was so close, but no cigar. 2:25 left third quarter, and it's punting time again for Woodrow. Radford again.
Probably too far for a fake here. You're on the plus side.
Yeah, you need 9 yards. Good snap. Nice kick. Angling to the sideline. It didn't turn into a nice kick. It was high, but it angled to the sideline and only went about 15 or 20 yards. Let's see where they're going to mark it. The 36-yard line. So we're into a punting duel. Beckly with 3 punts here in the second half, and Washington with 2 punts the last 2 times they've had the ball. We're in the late stages of period number 3, and we're at 20-20. Bill O'Brien here with Coach Mark Montgomery, and so let's see what the Patriots from the Eastern Panhandle have in store.
Yeah, both offenses have really slowed down other than the big play Washington had to start the second half.
Athey hands the ball off, and Shields gets taken down not once but twice. Check me, Casey.
both coaches there in this close of a game, it's hard to do, but somebody's going to need to take a chance and throw it on first down because both teams are really playing to run on first and second down.
Deal Lane comes back into the lineup for Woodrow Wilson. Jaleel Sharp flip-flops to the opposite side defensively for Beckly. Athey looking, running, firing. Incomplete. So it'll be third down and 11 to go for the visitors from Washington High School.
Yeah, he got immediate pressure there up the middle. Not very good pass blocking, so that flushed him out of the pocket. And it's hard to throw when you're running sideways and backwards.
Yeah. Ball on the 35. Big third down play coming up for the Patriots.
Keep your eyes on Athey. Keep him contained.
He's going to throw it. He's looking to throw it long. He eludes one would-be tackler, fires it for all he's worth, and it's incomplete. Almost a fabulous catch by Shields at the 25-yard line. Boy, he gave it everything he had, Coach.
Yeah, he led him perfectly to get separation from the DB just a little bit too far, and it just kind of both teams, to me, I don't think they're fatigued, but not playing with very much emotion right now, and I think that's going to be the key. Who can get some momentum going here and get that emotion back into the game? It's here for both teams for the taking.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go for it. Fourth down and 11. Athey throws it in the clutches of a tackler. The ball is caught at the 41-yard, and you're in your own territory. Mark, what does that tell you?
I'm hoping they thought it was third down because I don't know. I mean, he's a lot braver than I am. A lot gutsier.
Well, the pass was complete, they say. Shields caught it at the 41. Now it is fourth down, right?
It's Beckly's ball, first down.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
Yep.
So the Eagles get it on the Washington 41. Last time Woodrow started on the Washington 45 and went backwards. Let's see what they can do this time. And in motion to the far sideline. Got a wing back right. Price looking. There's a nice running play. That's a big run down to the 22-yard line. Well, there was a big hole on the misdirection, Coach.
The counter, that play's been successful for him a lot tonight. That's a chunk play Beckly needed. Kind of caught Washington flat-footed.
Jaleel Sharp carried that ball. Spot him on the 23 for first down for the Flying Eagles. Sharp, one of the seniors on the team, 5'10", 175. Wears number 4 on his home jersey. Price again. Burdett gets the carry, and he gets clobbered. He'll lose a yard maybe.
Yeah, that's a backside defensive end making that play. You know, they ran to the tight end and they got pistol formation running to the tight end side, and that's hard for that guy on the backside to make that play. He did a good job.
Spot him on the 24 of Washington. We're at the last half minute of period number 3. 20-20 the score. Beckly scored the first 20. Washington came right back with the next 20. Single wide out. That's A.J. Thomas at the bottom of your screen. Looking to the left side. Complete to Burdett. He slips a tackle, gets to the 25, 24 maybe, and is gang tackled, and a yellow hanky comes in the middle of that pile.
That's surprising. Great effort on Burdett's part. I mean, they covered it well, and he just fought and kept churning to get that extra yardage. Yeah, you know, this type of thing, probably going to have a face mask or a collar tackle. I don't know.
Anything could happen when you've got about 8 guys piled up. spot the ball around the 25.
He's talking to
3 seconds left in the third quarter. And talking to the visiting coach, Coach Terry Ray Jr., his third season as the head man, his 21st year overall. 9-12 is his overall season in the 2 years he's been in Washington. Pennant against the Flying Eagles. Boy, they have had their share. And it seems like they all come at the wrong time. So one last play to end this quarter. Game is sort of bogged down. The Eagles had that first period. They scored 20. And then they've not been able to get it done. Well, there's the end of the quarter. We have played 3 here at Pete Colasurto Field. Woodrow Wilson 20, Washington 20. Back in a minute. This is the Little General Stores Kickoff Classic on Video Productions.
The Jeep is ready, and at Northside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Fiat, you're getting the best prices in Southern West Virginia. Top off, doors open, sunshine pouring in. This is what summer freedom feels like. Your next adventure starts here at Northside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Fiat in Summersville, where everybody rides. Because summer's better with a Jeep and the best deal around.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that.
Done. It's that easy with compliance. Compliance. We've got your back office.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy trails, fuel up the way West Virginians do at Little General Stores. We're proud to be part of your ride. Rooted in West Virginia and built for the back roads. Little General Stores. Fuel your adventure the West Virginia way.
Okay, we're ready for the fourth quarter of play here on Hall of Fame night in Beckly at Van Meter Stadium. This is Bill O'Brien. Glad to have you aboard. Again, we apologize for our internet problems. Beckly has it in enemy territory, second down and long, and looking to throw his Price. He fires over the middle. He's got a man there. Clary scores. Woodrow Wilson with a touchdown from 29 yards. That's not our equipment failing. That is the lighting system here that has not worked in the first half, sort of like our internet.
And there was the replay, got behind them there, coming right out of the quarter change. As far as Beckly's concerned, that's really what they needed, get the momentum back. Neither team was playing with much emotion, so see how this carries on.
Preston Clary over the middle, knew what to do with it. That's his second touchdown catch tonight. And Beckly is on the happy side of a 26-20 lead. And I think the point after will be attempted by placement. See Tyler Radford out there. Radford, a senior, 5'8", 136. He and Umberger work well as a team. One holds, one kicks, sometimes the other way around. Not sure what the delay is. It's been that kind of night, folks. This will start it. I'll read a commercial, and that'll get them going. Remember, Allstate Insurance is one of our sponsors. Lori Richmond is the agent, located on Market Road in Beckly. Remember, you're in good hands with Allstate and agent Lori Richmond. Well, still not sure what's what. Somebody must have called a timeout. Radford over near the sideline here. Next week, we'll be at Shady Spring, Coach and I. 6:30 airtime, 7 o'clock kick for James, Monroe, and Shady Spring. I don't think we have a score on that game. Shady's at St. Albans tonight.
Shady was up 20-0 at halftime.
Oh, thank you, sir. Man, right on cue. All right. We are ready to play football. We are 5 seconds into the last quarter. One of the Beckly players has been taken off, and he is limping badly. Dr. Gary Poling, that's Preston Clary. Dr. Gary Poling is over there. Maybe a cramp. I'm not a doctor. Don't play one on TV. Point after coming, on the way, and it is good. Timeout here at Flying Eagles Woodrow Wilson High School, Pete Colasurto Field, Van Meter Stadium, Beckly 27, Washington 20. Back in a minute on Video Productions.
Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckly and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Umberger with the kickoff down to the 5-yard line. Here's the Patriot return. And a nice return to the 34-yard line. And the return was done by Mario Prince, one of the senior speedsters for the Washington High School Patriots. So we're early in the fourth quarter of play. Beckly has finally scored after they had their previous 20. Well, he's done it all. And you would think that with the rush he's had tonight that he would start to wear out, but he's not. Now there's a penalty against Woodrow. So they're marching up the field. It's a big one. They may say that tackle was a personal foul because it was a heavy hit. So now, quickly, Washington has the ball on the Eagle 39. First down and 10. Athey again, rolling to his right. Angles for 2. So he gets 2 yards. And the tackle was made by Dylan Vaya, 271-pound sophomore. Well, when you're hit by him, you feel it tomorrow. You feel it tonight.
You're exactly right. No matter how many scrimmage you have, how much practice, game speed, game tackling, totally different.
Second down 8. Washington on the Beckly 38. Man in motion. Athey hands off to his running back. Uh-oh, watch out. This may be a touchdown. Wow. From the 38-yard line, Alan Casey. Did he step out? I think he stepped out around the 10. Casey was the one who scored on a 52-yard scamper to start the second half. And they get Washington back in the game, Coach.
And you look when you watch this on the replay, it was a counter play, and the two guys that pulled for the backside, he actually beat them to the hole, and he got all that without the extra blocking.
Yeah, they spotted the ball on the 30-yard line of Woodrow. Yes, sir.
Got some scores here real quick. Camden, New Jersey defeated Martinsburg 28-0. Oak Hill defeated Nicholas 21-17. Greenbrier East leads Riverside 25-7. Shady leads 33-0 against St. Albans in the fourth quarter.
Running play Washington. He inside the 30. It's good for a first down. Did I hear you say that Martinsburg lost, and they lost big, but it was an out-of-state? Not only an out-of-state, they're there in the Panhandle, Eastern Panhandle, so they have to play schools from Virginia and Maryland. But now they played that school from New Jersey.
Yeah, and I heard Coach Walker speak earlier this week, and he said they were a powerhouse in New Jersey. So,
wow, nobody else will play them.
Yeah, don't everybody get your hopes up. They'll still be good.
Bad snap. Athey has to pounce on the ball, and his Beckly 33-yard line. That was a big mistake.
Yeah, that's shooting. Those are things that kill drives.
Jonathan Mitchell, who is the center for the Patriots, has done a nice job tonight until then. And it comes at a bad time for Washington. Eagle 33, that's where the Patriots have it, second down and 14 to go.
I think if you'll notice there, Woodrow's put a one technique tight on that center and giving him a little trouble.
Eighth, he's got all night. Now he's running for his life, and he slips and falls at the 48. And, Coach, you mentioned about the dew starting to come onto the surface. I think that had something to do with it.
Yeah, exactly. When he first started to escape, I thought, man, he's got the sideline. Beckly's defensive end he just came off his block and really made him cut back, and that was his downfall. You tell those defensive ends you want to keep your outside shoulder free. You don't want to get hooked, so you can keep that containment.
DeMarcus Manns is one of those who can make life miserable for you. He's the real deal, 6'4", 280 for Beckly and a senior. And Coach Street Surratt said, hey, he's got enough talent that he can play at a much higher level, meaning college and or the pros, if he gives the effort that he's given tonight. And there is a timeout.
Oh, delay game.
Beg your pardon, not a timeout, delay of game. So now it's going to be third down and about 40 yards to go. 35 maybe. I can't count that far.
A good friend of mine, John Quessenberry, who's a teacher here at Woodrow, his dad was the PA announcer for Herndon High School back in the day, and we were playing. It was something like this, and he came across the PA, and he said, it's third down and half an acre.
That's third down and 32. And he drops the snap. Eighth he does, and he's able to fall on it. Boy, Manns was almost able to grab it. Wow. I mean, that Beckly rush is really messing him up. And like you said, Coach, and you nailed it, Beckly is making the center snap it at a bad angle.
Yeah, they've moved that one technique. That's the guy that lines up really tight to the center. Right on his, what we would call on his eye, on one eye side or the other. Not head up, but
this will be the fourth punt in a row for the Patriots. But first, a timeout, Beckly. 8:17 to play the ball game. Let's pause for a minute on Video Productions.
See if we can get any scoreboards.
McCoy Trails. Fuel up the way West Virginians do at Little General Stores. We're proud to be part of your ride. Rooted in West Virginia and built for the back roads. Little General Stores. Fuel your adventure the West Virginia way.
There's a place where innovation becomes transformation, where you'll find that education is not just about learning, but about being excited to learn. A place to feel at home. Pursue dreams and prepare for careers. Build lifelong friendships. And a place where you'll be encouraged and mentored along your journey. Discover your future. Get ready to...
A.J. Thomas takes the punt from Washington at his 35 and advances it to his 42-yard line. So that's the fourth punt in a row for Washington, and Woodrow Wilson leading by a touchdown as we approach 8 minutes left in the ball game. Eagles get it on their 45-yard line, so they've got good field position here.
Now what you want to do, if you're Beckly, you'd like to have a sustained drive, run some of this clock.
Here's a little pitch out on the move. Preston Clary turns the corner. Watch out, 50, 40, 30. Taken down here on the near sideline. Wow. And Preston Clary is up and limping again.
But we got a little laundry on the field, Bill, I think. And here's the replay coming back at you. You know, really nice play, good run. Hash number sideline, you love to see it. That's the way you teach a good running back.
Preston Clary, who is not only a great athlete, but also a 4-point student. And these are the guys who need to have the ball. Clary and A.J. Thomas and Burdett. But this time, a big gain is wiped out for another Woodrow Wilson mistake.
And what's bad about that, you saw on our replay, he'd already passed where the penalty was. There was holding after he went by. You know, I always used to tell my linemen, listen, if he's past you, run to the sideline. Get away from everybody.
So it is first down and 20 to go. Woodrow at their own 30-yard line. Gage Price gets a high snap, hands the ball off. There's a big hole. That looks like Burdett. Watch out. He's to midfield. He is on his horse. He is to the 30, the 20, the 10. Burdett knocked out at the 5. What a play, Gage Burdett. And we don't see any penalty.
And here's a replay coming back. Well, you know, what a great run up the middle, cut it to the outside. Just great feet. Made that one cut like we said earlier in the game. Heck of a good run.
And again, Woodrow's offensive line, I think they have just finally helped to wear out the defenders. That's part of it. Beckly's in great shape. And you got people like Burdett who can run that well, that fast, this late in the game. Here we go. Eagles knock out on the door. Price, the quarterback, zigs and zags and gets it to the 5. Second down. We're approaching 7.5 minutes to play in the ball game, and Woodrow up 27-20. Certainly the Eagles need some insurance score. Ball is on the 6, where it'll be second down and goal to go. And we've got a timeout here because, and I see Dr. Poling running out onto the field again. There's an injured player there in the end zone. Well, we've got a moment here. Let's go ahead and let you know that one of our sponsors tonight is the Spartan Factory. You know Spartan. They have T-shirts, team uniforms, bags, hats, banners, and more. Check out the website, thespartanfactorywv.com. That's thespartanfactorywv.com. Here's Coach.
Hey, got a few more local scores for you. Midland Trail leads Clay County in the third quarter, 28-0. We've got a final at Liberty, Doddridge County 41, the Raiders 6. Pikeview 42, Summers County 8 in the third quarter.
Thank you, sir. All right, the Flying Eagles with Jaleel Sharp, where number 4 is into the lineup in the offense. Beckly second down, goal to go. Up by a touchdown. Last year, these teams played to a 10-all score at the end of regulation, and then Beckly got the touchdown in overtime, winning 17-10. This is only second time these two schools have played, Coach.
Hey, and if you look at that run, you think Burdett just had the long run before that and then another. He'd have probably, if he wasn't winded, probably would have been able to go the distance. So he really, two impressive runs. Nice. He read his blocking fantastic.
We're not going to take it away. We're going to just let you know that one of our sponsors includes State Farm agent Scotty Brown in Shady Spring. If you're looking for insurance and you know you're going to need it, you've been putting it off, don't put it off anymore. Call Scotty Brown, your local State Farm agent in Shady Spring. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. We are here. 7:39 to play in the game, in regulation. What do you think?
Well, you know, I'm going to look at it from both sides. If I'm Coach Surratt, I'd like to take as much time down here, get that clock to run. You know, right now you're not only battling Washington, you're battling the clock. I'm Coach Rayo there. Hey, got to have a stop right here, men. You know, got to have a stop, got to have a takeaway. 2 touchdowns. The way Woodrow's defense has played in the fourth quarter, going to be tough to come back by. Hey, I've got one more score, Bill. They're in the battle for the golden shovel of Wyoming County. West Side leads Wyoming East 38-6 at the half.
New head coach for West Side, and of course, he had a lot to work with. But a big win there. That is, no matter what you're playing in Wyoming County, it can be marbles, football or basketball or anything. I tell you what, they love their sports in Wyoming County. We've had a big night here in Beckly. Pete Culicerto was honored. He's 90 years old. By the way, Maris and I did an interview with Coach Culicerto, Coach Cool, and it's running on Video Productions. I would recommend it to you, not just because I was part of it, but because Coach Cool is 90 and he acts like he's 60. He's just great. And then we have had interviews with each of the 4 high school head coaches in Raleigh County. And those are also on Video Productions. You can look at them, and we try to not only talk X's and O's, but we just talk about family and football, and it was fun. We got everybody relaxed, and we had some really great times with all 4 coaches, and we'll be doing games with all 4 high schools in Raleigh County this year, courtesy of Mr. Butch Mounts, the godfather of Video Productions. He's with us here tonight, happy to say. Maris Lowry and I, by the way, will also be doing a middle school game on this field on Thursday, and I believe that's a 6 o'clock start. Not sure. I wanted to get through this game first before I start looking about Thursday and Friday, but I believe 6 o'clock on Thursday we'll have middle school football here in Beckly.
That's the standard starting time for Raleigh County middle school games is 6 o'clock. Why? Because I coached middle school football at one time.
You know, Mark Montgomery is a 40-year coach. Give me the 30-second resume where you coached.
Started out at a Mockley High School in Florida right out of college. Got homesick, and the job at Clear Fork, where my dad had coached, came open. So I was at Clear Fork. Then Clear Fork closed. I went to Marsh Fork. After Marsh Fork, I was at Concord College for 8 years. Came back, Park Middle School coach 1 year, Independence Middle School 8 years, Princeton High School 1 year, Independence High School 1 year, and the last 7 at Liberty.
You just can't keep a job, can you?
I cannot. He didn't do good in any place. They got rid of him.
I worked at one job, WJLS, 45 years.
And our buddy Jeff Campbell tells me today I'm the only coach ever to coach at 4 different high schools in Raleigh County.
Wow.
So what they get you, 25 cents, and that won't even buy you
a can of Pepsi?
Yeah,
I don't know. Thank you for bringing the Pepsi. I've already finished one.
Got one
Delicious.
For after the game.
Injured players taken off. And here's Beckly. Late in the game, big play, running play. A.J. Thomas near the goal line, and he's pushed back on the 1. A.J. Thomas turning the left corner and gets a nice gain of 5 yards.
But you know what? That's okay because that clock's ticking. It's ticking as long as you end up getting it in there.
The Eagles have scored 2 touchdowns on the ground, both by Burdett. 2 touchdowns in the air, both by Preston Clary.
You know, we haven't had the play clock, so it's hard to tell how much time's left, but the back judge will hold his hand up with 5 seconds left. I'd be telling him to wait till he holds his hand up, snap it.
Price hands it off, and that's a touchdown, Woodrow Wilson. There go the lights.
He carried 2 defenders in with him on that. That was a good run. Here it is on the replay.
Just right up the gut. Those big guys up front in the trenches for Beckly made it happen. Wow. That was desperately needed by the Flying Eagles. I believe that was Wines who carried it in. PAT time. Radford up. And it is still waiting.
Flag.
Still waiting to see if Radford's kick was good.
He'll decline it.
It was no good. So 6.5 minutes left in the ball game. 33-20 Beckly. Well, again, we'll let you know that one of our sponsors tonight is Exit Elevation Realty. If you're in the market to buy or sell your home, contact Exit Elevation Realty. Luke Richmond is the broker. Steve Morgan, associate broker. Check their website, exitelevationwv.com. That's EXIT elevationwv.com. All right, Coach, we're getting down to nitty-gritty here, and Beckly's got a little cushion, up by 13, 14 points. So now they put the extra point on the board. So,
yeah, I thought he signaled penalty on Washington. So, obviously, coach is going to decline it. The kick should be good. Not very good signaling. Hey, got 2 more scores in first week rival games. In the fourth quarter, Logan is defeating Man 14-6, and Riverview 38, Mountain View 0 in the third quarter.
Thank you, sir. Talk about a county that loves their sports, Logan County. Got the Logan Wildcats, the Man Hillbillies, and Chapmanville has become a power. Wow.
So it looks like they took the penalty here on the kickoff, Bill.
Exactly right. And that's easily into the end zone. So, 6.5 minutes to play in the game that goes on forever. I was talking to Maris Lowry today, his game last night in Coal City Independence. That game went on forever. There was a power problem and some other situations but that's okay. It's perfect weather. We're at a football stadium, P. Culacerto Field, Van Meter Stadium. It's opening night. It's our Kickoff Classic, brought to you by Little General Stores. What more could you want, Coach?
You couldn't. It's West Virginia high school football at its best. I'm here with you, the Hall of Famer. I'm just tickled to death.
Thank you, sir. A little halfback pass, and it's caught. Watch out. This is going to go for a long way. Down to the Eagle 35-yard line. Nice.
Yeah, we're going to take
catch by Cam Togans.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at it on a Little General replay, and those are the big chunk plays you don't want to give up. You want to make them drive the ball. High school teams, it's very hard for them to drive the ball if they don't get plays over 20 yards. And now you flip the field, and you're down here threatening.
And again, we've got an injury, and again, the medical staff will come out. This is a Beckly player injured. So we got a timeout on the field. Let's take a pause for the cause on Video Productions.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our new Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
There's a place where innovation becomes transformation, where you'll find that education is not just about learning, but about being excited to learn. A place to feel at home. Pursue dreams and prepare for careers. Build life.
Who got it? 76. We are back now, and both players, one for each team, had been injured. They're both up under their own power. A.J. Thomas was able to get to the sideline quickly, and then on this play, let's look again, Coach.
Yeah, good pressure, keep him in the pocket. Somebody stripped that ball out, punched it out. I'm sure Coach Stroud will work on fumble recovery technique a little better, but hey, got it back. That's a big turner. Now, work the ball. You run clock now and put this game out of reach.
That's the first fumble of the night. It's the third turnover for Washington, and you got to give credit to Dylan Vaya, the sophomore lineman who jumped on that ball. Great job.
Yes, definitely. That's a big play. That's one of those 4 big plays you look back on and kind of turn it around.
So now Beckly with a 2-touchdown lead. 34-20 is the correct score. And we're approaching 6 minutes to play in the game. And the Flying Eagles will have possession on their own 27-yard line.
Ball security, ball security.
You said it. Little outlet pass. Preston Clary turns the corner, 30-35, and out of bounds on the 36. Nice play, just a little flare pass, and eats up clock, eats up yards. It's okay, right, Coach?
Definitely, just long handoff, just like a toss play. You don't mind that at all. You just like for him to stay in bounds.
35 is where they put it. 2nd down, 3 to go. The Beckly Flying Eagles next week will be home here against Greenbrier East. Maris Lowry will have that game for you on Video Productions. Talk about rivalries. Price to Burdett. He dives forward to his 38. Close to a first down.
Yeah, really rivalries. You can tell when you get in trouble for wearing a Marshall shirt and you talk to Coach Surratt just because it's green.
He was teasing me. I went in yesterday to the locker room. He says, "What are you doing wearing that green?" Oops. It was the first thing that was clean. And it was Marshall. I mean, in spite of the fact they're 40-point underdogs, but that's another story, playing down in Georgia. 3rd down, 1 to go, Woodrow. Clock turning, 5:25 left. Up the middle, 1st down, Woodrow. And that's, again, the big uglies in the trenches making good things happen.
Washington has all 3 of their timeouts left. If they want to use them here, I'm sure they're going to, probably hope to see if they can get a stop. But that's, bad news for the Patriots, good news for the Flying Eagles. You like to end this game driving the football, ended on about the 3-yard line.
It's Washington High School, not George Washington. They're located, Washington, in Charlestown, not Charleston. They're both the Patriots. Right now it's the Eagles. Running play, look at Burdett again. He should have been down at the line of scrimmage, and he did a nice little stutter step there and got a few yards out of it.
Yeah, he's been very impressive tonight, at least from my standpoint. He runs with his pads down. He's always leaning forward. He doesn't dance. He makes a cut and commits to it. And he's had decent blocking, but he doesn't go down on the first hit, and you love that out of running back.
And he's the backup quarterback. When he gets his hand 100% healthy, it'll be interesting. You can do all kinds of things with a reserve quarterback on offense. 2nd down, 7, Eagles from their 42. Nice little run play. Oh, look at this. Preston Clary coming from the right side to the left side and then turned the end and got a big gainer.
Yeah, you're starting to see Washington not tackle as well as they did. They're leaving their feet. Beckman's able to run through a lot of arm tackling.
Clary's something. 6'2", 180, and a senior, Preston Clary. And he's fun to watch, not only in football, but in basketball. Here come the Eagles. 1st down and 10, under 4 minutes to go. Beckly up by 2 touchdowns.
Washington has 11 guys within 5 yards of the football.
Oh, here's a big play.
What happens.
This may go all the way. 20, 15, 10, 5, 4-yard line. Flying Eagles with a huge run that time. So the Washington defense, they're on their heels. And this time, Jaheim Miller made them pay.
And here on the little general replay, you see they had 11 guys, sent everybody. And once you get past that second level, that's the result.
You can say his knee touched on the 6. And again, as you mentioned, Mark, Beckly wants to use up some clock. So they'll take their time. 1st down and goal at the 6.
Yeah, I'm running this football, and I think Coach Surratt will too. And and hopefully it takes 3 plays to get it in.
Burdett hit as he touched the ball and then tried to back his way up, and the Patriot defense was there.
See if Washington use their timeout, and they will.
I want to thank Coach Street Surratt. He has just been a pleasure to work with here this week. And last week, too, when we did the interview with him for Video Productions about the upcoming season. But spent a lot of time with him yesterday, went to one of the practice sessions and to the scrimmage game. And, I mean, it's just, he is a pleasure to work with. Now, let's, before we get on to other things, we want to remind you that one of our sponsors tonight is your Edward Jones financial advisor, Heather Cantley. Heather's got a new location on Harper Road in Beckly. Heather Cantley can be phoned at 681-254-0097. So start planning your retirement with Heather Cantley, your Edward Jones financial advisor. Sorry, Coach, to interrupt.
No, I'm sorry. No, I was just going to say, this is a perfect scenario here as far as Beckly's standpoint is. You've really played a lot better here in the fourth quarter. Kind of get that bad third quarter taste out of your mouth, and I think Washington. You got to remember they had a 5-hour drive. I mean, that's just tough on anybody, and you can see the tackling just kind of went downhill here. And if Woodrow punches it in here, it's pretty much this is the drive of the ball game.
Burdett behind Price. The two gauges. Price wants to throw it. He fires over the middle. It's complete. It's a touchdown, Woodrow Wilson.
Hey, nice call. I mean, that's good. Hey, they see stuff that I don't. I'm Mr. Conservative here, but that's a good ball you see here on the little general replay. And that little roll to the right. He looked back. He looked at his about probably second receiver there. You always say be careful throwing back towards the middle, but that time successful.
Zamir Jones, the junior speedster, caught that ball from 6 yards away. So now Beckly's got plenty of room. They've doubled up the score and looking for point number 41. Here it comes, and there it is. Timeout at Pete Colasurto Field at Van Meter Stadium. Less than 3 minutes to play. Beckly leads by 21. Back in a minute on Video Productions.
You're in need of a plumber, you want someone that's going to treat you like family. Modley's Plumbing and Heating, a family-owned business since 1987, wants you to know our customers and employees are as important as family. Built by family to families, quality work is our hallmark at Modley's Plumbing and Heating. So the next time you're in need of a plumber, give Modley's Plumbing and Heating a call at 304-253-HELP. Help to Modley's means handling every little problem.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
Okay, we've got less than 3 minutes to play in this ball game. Opening night in Beckly. And it's been fun here in the fourth quarter if you're a Beckly fan. Washington getting some room on the far side. Watch out to the 30, the 40, and to midfield. A nice run that time by Mario Prince, 150-pound senior, one of the few seniors for the Patriots.
Yeah, this one's coming back. We had a clip here on about the 25.
Well, to give you an idea how the Beckly defense has worked in the second half against Washington, the Patriots scored on the second play of the second half, a 52-yard Casey run. Since then, it's been 4 punts in a row for the Patriots and a fumble recovered by the Eagles. So now they're playing for pride. It's been the second of a 2-game series. Beckly played up there last year for the first time, won in overtime by a touchdown. And they're going to win this one by at least 21 points. As we mentioned, next week, Beckly here at home against Greenbrier East, and then Beckly's team will not be back for 5 weeks. 4 road games and an open date. Shady Spring at home next week. We'll be doing that game against James Monroe. Here's Athey. Athey rolling, gets a block, gets out of bounds at around the 14-yard line. He's been good. Kyle Athey, A-T-H-E-Y. Fun to watch, but he has taken his lumps tonight, Coach.
Yeah, and this is a time where, hey, did we get him out of here? I don't think they're going to come back. Let's don't take the chance on an injury here. And, I always let's get some of these fresh kids in here and get a little experience. You can't mass substitute because just either side, but you work some new kids in. But, when he's your main man and you're down, this margin, I don't know if you get him out of there.
Well, Athey's going to stay in. Rolling right, looking right, throwing right. Got a man there, and it's caught at the 37-yard line. Wow. He climbed the ladder, and Cam Togans, caught that ball beautifully. If you just tuned in late, this game was all Woodrow in the first quarter. Eagles had a 20-0 lead at the end of the first quarter. And then in the 2 middle quarters, Washington caught up. And at the end of 3, it was tied at 20. This quarter has been all Beckly.
Well,
penalty marker.
Yeah, penalty marker. But how many great catches has Washington's receivers went up and made plays? I mean, it's been very impressive, even if this gets wiped out.
We still have 2.5 minutes to go. It's past my bedtime. But this has been fun to stay up with. And the Pepsi helped me, and the Cheez-Its. So, Coach Montgomery, thank you for that. You didn't have to do it, but bring it on next week, huh?
That's right. Hey,
Pepsi.
One of our sponsors.
Love them. That's my drink. Athey misses the would-be tackle. Long throw, intercepted and dropped. Ouch. I think that's Preston Clary again. He had a chance to intercept one earlier in this half, but he's played a great game anyway. Everybody's got to be tired.
Yeah, and again, everybody has their own philosophy. Take some of these key guys out, and I always just worry about him getting hurt.
Yeah, oh yeah. And Clary does come out, and in his place comes Morris Maddox. His dad, Matt, is one of the assistant coaches this year. Old friend, Beckly star, Marshall star, Matt Morris. Here's Athey. He is clobbered from behind at the 11. Is that Burdett again? Yeah. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's been a stellar defensively. I mean, he's been around the football all night. Not to mention his great performance offensively.
Punting time. This will be the 5th punt of the night for the Patriots. Eagles with a single safety back at the 40. Clock stops 1:37. What do we have now? The game that will never end. 12 guys on the field against Woodrow. And Coach Mark, I mean, you got to be pulling your hair out. That's something that,
yeah,
it's easily fixable.
Yeah, it will be. There'll be a lot of hey, you improve the most after your first game. A lot of good teaching moments here.
Timeout. Let's pause for 60 seconds on Video Productions.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckly and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Access Health began as a small clinic with a simple yet powerful purpose: to care for our neighbors right here at home. From the very beginning, it was about people showing up for each other, building trust, and staying connected. Today, Access Health is serving thousands across southern West Virginia. But what makes us different isn't just the care we provide, it's who provides it. Our team was born here, trained here, and lives here. This is what community...
4th down and 3. Athey fires long. Nobody near it at midfield except for a couple of maroon jerseys worn by the Beckly Flying Eagle defenders. So, on downs with 1:23 to go. Beckly's got the ball in wonderful position deep in enemy territory. See if we can just run out the clock here. Up by 3 scores. All of them for Woodrow in this quarter.
Personal foul on the defense.
Oh, man. You're kidding.
No, sir.
You're just telling me that. Gives me time for another can of Pepsi. So that's a first down. And the Patriots have the ball on their 31-yard line. What are you going to do?
Some guy yelled, "Back up." That's he's
Here's Athey. Ran a long way to lose 1 yard. We're coming close to a minute left.
Yes.
But I'm not sure.
Does anyone want to take odds if there's how many penalty flags we have here?
Oh, my gosh. Wow. Most by the Flying Eagles.
And they're probably all well deserved. I mean, that's,
yeah.
It's like we talked about, just a lot of penalties in the first game.
Athey wants to throw. Now he wants to run. And he's got about 5, maybe 6 yards. Good. The clock continues to roll. We're approaching half a minute to play in the game. From the 37, Washington. Wide outs both ways. Long count. Athey looking to fire it. Throws it long. Tipped and incomplete. Almost taken by Jaleel Sharp for Woodrow. And he's going to be slow to get up. With 15 seconds. Come on, help him. There we go. That's the way, guys. Sharp says, oh, ow. He's coming off, hopscotching.
Yeah, those are the things. I
think it's a cramp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope so.
Yeah.
Don't want to see anybody made it this far here in the opening game.
Yeah, they're doing the cramp procedure down on the sideline. Lynn taught me that. Connie taught me that. It's 4th down, 4 yards to go, 15 seconds left. Mercifully. Athey fires as he's backpedaling. It is caught just inside the 50-yard line. That was Durand who made the grab. Going up high, Chris Durand, the 6', 185 senior.
Yeah, and Athey took a pretty good shot there after he let it go.
And there it is. That is the final. Woodrow Wilson, 41. Washington Patriots, 20. So we're done with week 1 here on Video Productions. Beckly goes to 1-0, and Washington travels back to the Eastern Panhandle 0-1. Well, folks, we'll take a break, and we'll have our wrap-up show coming up. We remind you that you're watching the Little General Kickoff Classic on Video Productions.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy trails, fuel up the way West Virginians do at Little General Stores. We're proud to be part of your ride. Rooted in West Virginia and built for the back roads. Little General Stores. Fuel your adventure the West Virginia way.
He's a Greenbrier buyer. She's a Greenbrier buyer. They're Greenbrier buyers. And we want to make you a Greenbrier buyer too. At Greenbrier Automotive, we'll do whatever we can to make your car buying experience the best it can be. From providing outstanding service to offering a huge selection to choose from, all with the best deals possible. Visit one of our 7 area dealerships soon or shop over 800 vehicles on greenbrierautomotive.com.
Are you ready to turn your passion into a career? At New River Community and Technical College, we've got the programs to get you there. Dive into our food service and event management program. Learn skills from kitchen basics to business budgeting and become seasoned for success. Or if the great outdoors is calling, answer it with our outdoor recreation program. Receive hands-on training that readies you to lead, inspire, and explore. Whatever you're passionate about, we have a path for you. Visit newriver.edu today. Start here. Go anywhere.
Hey, grab me one too.
There's a place where innovation becomes transformation, where you'll find that education is not just about learning, but about being excited to learn. A place to feel at home. Pursue dreams and prepare for careers. Build lifelong friendships. And a place where you'll be encouraged and mentored along your journey. Discover your future. Get ready to soar. The University of Charleston.
Well, it's been 8 here at Van Meter Stadium. They named the artificial surface tonight for Pete Colasurto. I had a chance to chat with him briefly, and he's just doing great. 90-year-old, and he's in better shape than I'll ever be, and has done so much for this community. Not only the championships, but the way he has created men for productive lives. That's what coaching's all about, I think, and I'm sitting next to one right here, Mark Montgomery. I know you've done that, the 40 years you were coach.
Well, let's talk about Coach Coolwheat and his family. Just just a great man. Always was super nice to us younger coaches, and I have a lot of respect for his sons that I know real well, Vince and Phil, and just a great family and an honor well deserved.
You know, it's interesting. At the tailgate, I was meeting a lot of the family that I hadn't seen in a while. So we had 3,500, maybe 4,000 here, and I'd say half of the crowd were Colasurtos or relations of some sort. I'll tell you what, it was great to see so many wonderful people. And Hall of Fame night, too, and we congratulate the newest member of the Beckly Football Hall of Fame, Ian Pomeroy, who was a first-team All-State lineman for Woodrow Wilson. So congratulations to him. Final score here tonight, Beckly 41, Washington 20. It was tied early in the fourth quarter. We'll tell you about all of the scoring after we take a break on Video Productions.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our new Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Access Health began as a small clinic with a simple yet powerful purpose: to care for our neighbors right here at home. From the very beginning, it was about people showing up for each other, building trust, and staying connected. Today, Access Health is serving thousands across Southern West Virginia. But what makes us different isn't just the care we provide, it's who provides it. Our team was born here, trained here, and lives here. This is what community looks like. This is Access Health, by the community, for the community, always.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy trails, fuel up the way West Virginians do at Little General Stores. We're proud to be part of your ride. Rooted in West Virginia and built for the back roads. Little General Stores. Fuel your adventure the West Virginia way.
We asked the real experts what they think of our Chevys and GMCs, and they didn't hold back.
Come here. Come on. I like the noise of it.
They tested the seats, the screens, and the tires as well. Now it's your turn. Northside Chevy GMC, approved by kids, loved by everyone. Chevrolet, together let's drive. GMC, we are professional grade.
Northside Chevy, where they are right.
And we're back in Beckly at Woodrow Wilson High School on the Greenbrier Motors and Pioneer Bank postgame show. I'd like to remind you that man cannot live by Cheez-Its alone. When you get hungry for a great meal at a great restaurant, remember Pasquale's Italian restaurant. I was there last night with some friends. Fantastic. Oh my gosh, cheese ravioli. Oh, but anyway, if you're looking for terrific Italian meals, plus they've got sandwiches, salads, and seafood. They do catering and private parties. Book your event at Pasquale's, 304-255-5253. And we'd like to remind you, too, that our friends at Hart's Cabinets are one of our sponsors tonight. Hart's Cabinets, located in MacArthur, with quality custom cabinetry and design services. A proud sponsor of local sports, Hart's Cabinets in MacArthur. Well, this ball game got off to a great start for the Flying Eagles. The first three times they had possession, they scored. First was about 10 minutes and 5 seconds left in the first quarter, and Gage Burdett scored from 9 yards out, and with the point from placement, it was 7-0 Beckly. The next time the Eagles got the ball, Price, the quarterback, threw a 58-yarder to Preston Clary, and with 5:25 left in the first, it was 13-0. The kick was missed, and the score remained 13-zip. Then with 3:05 to play in the first quarter, a touchdown run by Burdett of 18 yards. The point from placement was good by Radford, and at the end of the first quarter, Beckly led 20-0. After that, Washington got going. They scored on a 1-yard plunge by the quarterback, second play of the second quarter, and it was 20-6. And then with 3.5 minutes to play till halftime, the quarterback, Athey, ran from 6 yards away. They tried a 2-point run. It was no good. And at halftime, Woodrow led 20-12. To start the second half, right away, the Patriots from Washington scored on a 52-yard run by Casey. They got a 2-point pass play, and with 11:42 in the third, we were tied at 20. So after that, Beckly started punting. 3 punts in a row before they got rolling. The last 3 times they had the ball, they scored. A 31-yard pass to Clary, a 1-yard run by Wines, and a 6-yard pass to Jones from Price. And the Eagles got the points after each touchdown, and they win the ball game 41-20. So, Coach, this is one of those games. What have you learned from this game if you're Woodrow Wilson's Street Surratt?
Well, I think you can be very well balanced, both running and passing. Burdett was just excellent tonight, and I thought that their guys up front take away the third quarter. Other than that, I thought they played well defensively. Again, take away that third quarter, and that they were really tough defensively. And Washington had some weapons. I mean, let's face it, Athey. They're not going to play anybody as good as Athey at the quarterback position, and their receivers made some big plays. So it's the old cliche is you learn the most from this game. Obviously, I'm sure they want to cut out the penalties. They got a rival coming in here with Greenbrier East who won. They've won, so it kind of sets the stage for a good week of practice, and I'm sure this will be a great atmosphere next Friday night.
Well, you're in front of the Hall of Famers tonight and all of the Colasurto clan, and you want to do well, and the Eagles showed up in the fourth quarter and made things happen. So you said Burdett did a great job, was the leading ground gainer for Beckly, Gage Burdett. Gage Price, the quarterback, did a nice job. Preston Clary got 2 touchdowns, and the Beckly team scored 41 points here tonight in winning 41-20. Let's take our final break, and the Pioneer Bank pregame show will resume after this break. We'll tell you about our next broadcast on Video Productions.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our new Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that. Done.
It's that easy with compliance. Compliance. We've got your back office.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy trails, fuel up the way West Virginians do at Little General Stores. We're proud to be part of your ride. Rooted in West Virginia and built for the back roads. Little General Stores. Fuel your adventure the West Virginia way.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckly and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
When you're in need of a plumber, you want someone that's going to treat you like family. Modley's Plumbing and Heating, a family-owned business since 1987, wants you to know our customers and employees are as important as family. Built by family to families, quality work is our hallmark at Modley's Plumbing and Heating. So the next time you're in need of a plumber, give Modley's Plumbing and Heating a call at 304-253-HELP. Help to Modley's means handling every little problem.
So you're ready to get started on that home remodel? Then America's #1 exterior remodeler is here to help. For over 19 years, Window World of Beckly has helped homeowners in our area take care of their greatest investment. We make it easy to remodel your home with special financing options and convenient monthly payments. Because we are locally owned and operated, you can expect the best in customer service. We're excited to see what you have in mind. We look forward to helping you create the home of your dreams.
And this is the Pioneer Bank postgame show as we wrap things up here at the stadium. And for Woodrow Wilson, a 41-20 victory tonight. Next week, it does not get any easier. Greenbrier East Spartans will come to town for a 7:30 kick. Maris Lowry and E.T. Eric Thomas will be on the air at 7 o'clock. Meantime, Coach Mark Montgomery and I will be over at Shady Spring for the Tigers game against James Monroe, both on Video Productions. Now, our Shady Spring game will start at 6:30 for a 7 o'clock tip. By the way, we'll also have middle school football from this site. That'll be at 6 o'clock on Thursday when Beckly Stratton will be the featured game. Well, thanks to everybody here at Woodrow Wilson for their help in putting this production on. Butch Mounts, our executive producer, has been directing and producing tonight here on set. And Butch, it's always a pleasure to be with you, my friend. Thanks for everything. Mark Montgomery, time for you to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Well, we've been on the air almost 4 hours, so that's all we need to say. I'm Bill O'Brien. Thanks for tuning in. Have a copacetic weekend and a happy Labor Day holiday, everybody. Good night.